Welcome to our sailboat Tigerlily. This is Colby, I'm Mariah, and these are our two cats, Namiria and Took. We're headed to California to prep for our adventures in Mexico. We hope you follow along and enjoy.
Excuse me. On our way down past Cape Mendocino, you can kind of see on the chart plotter I just showed, hopefully, that there's two boats behind us. One is Pythia. I believe the other one is, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Give me a second to butcher it here. Hikianalaiya. I think it was that Hawaiian, what do you call them, those outrigger canoes or outrigger boats that like were in the movie Moana. There was one of those that pulled in, and I think they are heading south also. So I think they're just behind Pythia or just beside them, going faster than we are. But there's not a whole lot of wind today, which is not a bad thing. It's kind of, we knew that going in. And sea state is okay. It's manageable. I mean, it's not glass like it was the other day. It's probably gonna look really small on camera, but this is what we're dealing with. And since we're heading down the coast, we're kind of taking them to the beam, which isn't as uncomfortable as I thought it would be. And as we head further south, they're going a little bit more to our stern, which gets a little more uncomfy when it's like aft stern quarter. But it's doing okay. Mariah's taking a nap. And hopefully by around noon today, or a little bit before noon, we'll be passing around Cape Mendocino and heading back south again. We are trying to go to Bodega, which is just before San Francisco. Well, we have rounded Cape Mendocino, between Cape Mendocino and Cape Gorda, and it is seas are a little bit confused still. Mostly swells coming from behind, which is good, but every once in a while you get one that kind of slams you from the side. The wind died down, which is fine. Again, fine with that. I still have the mainsail up just to help stabilize the boat. It's not flapping quite as much as it was, so that's a good thing. And we're headed on a course about 160, 165 degrees south. Yeah, it's about 115. Mariah usually comes on watch around 2, but I think I might tell her to just wait a little bit, because I myself, the seas are still a little heavy, and I would like to get us past Cape Gorda before she takes over. I don't know, we'll see. It seems like it's getting a little bit better, so maybe I will let her do it, but I think maybe I'll try and get some shut-eye, and maybe I'll try and do like a 6-hour shift tonight instead of 3 on 3 off, just because sea state isn't like great all the way down. I mean, if it gets better, then yeah, we do 3 on 3 off, but if it's like this, I'd rather be driving. And nothing against Mariah, she's highly capable of doing everything I can do, but as owner of the vessel and captain of the vessel, I feel it's my responsibility for a safe passage, and I love Mariah and she's very capable, but I do have a bit more experience than she does, so I feel a little more comfortable having me at the helm. I hope she doesn't take offense to that in bad-ish sea states. But it is one of those things where, like, you know, an electronic autopilot would help a lot, because we're having the hand steer the entire way. But it is just like, you can't really just sit on the side, relax, and watch the compass, and, like, you know, check it every couple of minutes, make sure you're on course. No, you kind of gotta stay with it, and it's a little tiring. And but yeah, we're here, we're doing it.
We did not make it all the way to Bodega Bay last night. We ended up pulling into Fort Bragg late at like 1 o'clock, but neither one of us were feeling the overnight again. It was so cold, but we're leaving Fort Bragg now.
So I'm gonna keep this on because it is it's cold. Even though the sun kind of started to come out, it's warm enough, but it's still cold. Anyway, we left Fort Bragg about 7 o'clock this morning. It's now just afternoon, and we're rounding Point Arena on our way southwards towards Bodega Bay. And we got another 8 hours to go, so we won't be getting in there till dark. But anything's better than Fort Bragg, because that was a tight little inlet. You couldn't even see it until you were basically right upon it. So last night when we were coming in, I was basically solely navigating by chart plotter and radar, and that's pretty much it. You couldn't really see anything else. A bit sketchy, especially since when we came out in the morning, we saw in daylight, we finally saw like the inlet, and it was, first of all, as tiny as we thought it was, and second of all, way more rocks than I thought there were. Just rocky as hell. So anyway, 8 hours of this till we get to Bodega, and then after Bodega, hopefully we can get to San Francisco and go into the Golden Gate Bridge. And it'll be a thing, right? It'll be a thing going on the Golden Gate Bridge. It's a whole school of fish right there. Just a quick update. We just finished rounding the point of Point Arena, and on our way to Bodega Bay. However, it looks like we won't get to Bodega Bay till, my routing's saying maybe like 10 o'clock, maybe. I'm hoping that I ran the engine up to a little higher RPM, so hopefully we can get there a little bit sooner. I was hoping for 8 or 9, a reasonable hour, because that's just the entrance, and then you got to go a mile up into the harbor, and it's a whole deal. Anyway, but this is probably the last video you'll get before we hit Bodega Bay, so hopefully we can get you a video of what it looks like tomorrow morning.
It is about 9:30 in the morning, and we are headed out of Bodega Bay en route to San Francisco, finally. We're gonna be there for maybe like 4 or 5 days. Anyways, this place looks a lot different in the daylight than it does at night.
Yeah, not all of these markers are lit, so when you're coming through, you're basically driving by chart and radar only. You can see the light ones like every 5th one, but the ones that aren't lit, you don't see them until you're basically upon them. And of course, on either side, it's too shallow for the boat. We'd run aground, so you really have to be careful.
Cute little town though. Anyways, we will see you when we are going under the Golden Gate Bridge. I'm so excited for that. I really hope some of this burns off a bit so we can actually see the bridge, but we'll see. See that? Can you see the bridge? It's right there. We're almost about to be in San Francisco. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And it's even greater. I know you can hear the motor running, but we are motor sailing. And the only reason that we have the motor on really is because I want to get to the anchorage before dark.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited. We're in San Francisco.
When we got in here at probably around 6, still daylight, and we are in Aquatic Park Cove, which is right in front of downtown San Francisco. And it is a very, very cool place. As you can see, the city is right behind me. Sorry, I look kind of creepy with the red light. And yeah, it is very cool, very cool. And the only bad thing is that it is a very tight little anchorage. I know you can't see in the light. Maybe during the day I can see you. When we got here, hold on. When we got here, there are a lot more boats in the harbor, so it was a lot more tight than it is now, and I'm not 100% happy with our spot now, but I'm not going to move here at night. So Ryan and I are thinking that tomorrow morning we'll wake up early, move the boat to a better spot, reset the anchor, and then we'll be happy. Sorry. But anyway, we are here for the night, and we just got to find a place tomorrow where we can dinghy to shore, and then Monday we should be able to go and get our autopilot on Monday. And we gotta find a good place for Chinese food. But I'd like to be able to be confident in where our boat, or how our boat is anchored, which I'm not right now. But it's okay tonight. I've got a couple alarms set for tonight for me to wake up and come out here and check everything, and thankfully it's not too cold. So there we go.